Hello. So, you're a college student and you're feeling a little bit lonely, maybe a little homesick. Well, you're not alone. According to a 2016 study, about 94%, yes, 94% of undergraduates experience some type of homesickness in their first term. As an undergraduate myself, I can definitely relate. So naturally, I wanted to seek out something that could maybe help relieve my homesickness. And that's when I actually saw on Instagram that there's an Asian American Pacific Island Resource Center at the University of New Mexico, the college I go to, obviously. I mean, it was perfect. A place to build a community for people that are like me, you know, Asian. But also to seek out their other resources. So here's my review of the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center at UNM. So let's talk about some of their strengths. First, their website is really organized and easy to navigate, so it's really accessible to anyone that might not know how a website works. And on their website, you can see events, their services, things like that. And talking about events, they do host a lot of them where you can meet people and really build that community. These events can range from study nights, tea talks, arts and crafts fair. They also have Asian American leaders come talk about their own experiences, which is really cool, and so much more. So it's not only going to help produce that sense of belonging for Asians, but also help with your academic career. On the point of academics, they also have an academic advising appointments, which is located on the second floor of the education building at UNM. I personally got my own academic appointment there, and they were really nice and really accommodating. I specifically went to talk about scholarships for Asian Americans, and they provided me a list of scholarships that is also listed on their website. So if you want to go check that out, I definitely recommend it. These scholarships are specific to Asian Americans, and, you know, get your money where you can, you know what I mean? Overall, I think the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center achieves its own goal of providing resources and a sense of community for Asians at UNM. So now let's talk about some of their weaknesses. The Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center is newly established. They've only been around for about a year, so relatively really new. Being relatively new, you kind of have to expect that they're really still trying to figure out their own ropes. So compared to other more longer established resource centers, you're probably not going to see as many events and resources, as they're still trying to get those as well. One thing I would love to see more from the Asian American Pacific Islander Center is advocacy for certain Asian American prejudices and racial issues, especially with COVID and the rise of Asian hate. I definitely think we need to see that more. And as an Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center, they could be the forefront of that discussion. However, I do think they're doing a great job of providing a safe space and environment for Asian Americans if those issues do arise. So overall, I do think the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center does a great job of providing a sense of community and belonging for Asian Americans at UNM. They have great resources from scholarships, events, academic advising, and from my first-hand account, they were extremely nice and welcoming. So I definitely recommend going to the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center. Let's hope that was in focus, because if that whole thing wasn't, oh my gosh. Okay, bye.